Hello everybody and welcome back to Baking with Akis. Today's episode is all about celebrating Greek flavors with two original recipes. First, we will bake a Greek-style country bread, a rustic and hearty loaf that is a staple in Greek households. And then, we are taking a fun twist on a classic comfort food with the Greek crispy phyllo pizza, a no-fuss recipe that everyone will enjoy. Let's dive in and bring these Greek-inspired creations to life. Our first recipe is the soul of Greek home baking, Greek-style country bread. With a crunchy exterior and soft airy interior, this bread is perfect for pairing with deep soups or anything else that comes to mind. It's a simple recipe with traditional roots that will transport you straight to a Greek village. Let's see our ingredients. Greek-style country bread. Ingredients: 600 grams hard flour plus extra for dusting, 400 grams water, 3 grams dry yeast, 12 grams salt, and sunflower oil for the bowl. So what happens with this recipe? This recipe is quite simple. The only thing we need are those 4 ingredients: water, dry yeast, some flour, and a little bit of salt. So the ingredients are quite simple, but we need to pay attention to the technique because we want somehow to create a country style bread, so we want to give the flavor of sourdough. How we will do that? Follow my instructions, and at the end of the day you will have a bread that actually has the taste of sourdough bread. It's unbelievable, easy to make, and let's start with the mixer. Here I have my water, my yeast, and the flour, okay? The amount of yeast is not a lot, and we want that because we want to give some time to the dough to double in size 3 times, so actually after quite a lot of time it will give us this taste of sourdough that we want. Now, the salt is going in? No, because the salt is the enemy of the yeast. First we have to beat the mixer for about 5 minutes without the salt, and then after 5 minutes we will add the salt and we will carry on beating for another 5 minutes. You got it? In total 10 minutes. So first 5 minutes and then other 5 minutes with the salt. So after 5 minutes we will add the salt and we will carry on for another 5 minutes. And after 10 minutes the dough should be ready. At this point it's a little bit sticky, but don't worry about it because the time will fix everything. Now, I need a bowl here. I need a spatula and just a little bit of oil to the bowl. Now, transfer the dough into the bowl. Perfect. And at this point, we have to let it rise. For how long? For 1 hour. After 1 hour, the dough, it will look like this one, okay? It's very important to give it some time. We want to give some time. And the thing that I'm about to do now, you will not like it, but we have to do it. We have to do the same process 3 times, okay? So, the first thing we have to do is to deflate the dough. How? Take it to your hands and make it look nice, and always seam side down. It will go again into the bowl. Now, this is the first time we deflate the dough and we will let it rise again. In total, we will make this process for 3 times. Now, the third time, so I will do, this is the first time, 1 more time, and this is the third time, okay? So, this will be the dough the third time we deflate it. And this is gonna be the last one, almost the last, because we have to make something beautiful. What is that? We have to make sure that we will give a nice shape and color to the bread. As you can see, all these bubbles, it means that actually the bread will look so country style because of that. And the yeast actually starts to smelling like sourdough. Now, I will take a parchment paper. I will put my bread here. I will take some flour, a little bit. I will add some flour here. And now, seam side up, I will put with the parchment paper again to the bowl and I will let it rise for 30 minutes. Now, after 30 minutes, the dough will look like this one. I know that is a lot of process, but if you want to make a country style bread and give this lovely flavor to it, you have to follow this process. That actually means that we need 3.5 hours of rising and actually taking care of the dough to give us this lovely flavor, okay? You got it? You got it. Now, the dough is ready. And seam side is up, it's very important. And in my oven, I preheated already my pot because I want to give a flavor of wooden oven. And how I will do that? By preheating my pot. So my pot is extremely hot and I will transfer my dough in another parchment this way, unstick the parchment so I have my perfect shape on the top of the bread, and I will take a nice knife and I will score it here, this way. So the bread will open this way. That's why I want to control the way that the bread will open inside the oven. Now, transfer it immediately into the pot. Close the lid and transfer again into the oven. Your oven should be at maximum level, 230, 240, 250. And close the oven, and with the lid on at 250 degrees, we are going to bake for 25 minutes. Take the lid out and carry on cooking to 230 degrees Celsius set to fan for another 20 minutes. In total, 45 minutes. In 45 minutes, the bread will be the most amazing and tasteful bread you ever tasted. Guys, nothing compares with this bread. This country style bread, the aroma, the flavor, the look, the texture, everything is so perfect. Look at that. You don't want to waste it. You want just to leave it there and admire it. But the most important thing is actually to taste it, because everything inside is perfect. So I want to cut a piece of it. This way or this way? What do you want? The other way? This way? I think this is better way. Look at that. The crust. Look at that. Oh my God. And look all these bubbles. You see? It is somehow a sourdough bread without sourdough. Nobody can resist to this bread. Now, what do you want? Butter, olive oil, to dip it into a nice, lovely hot soup. This bread is for everything. Even if you make a sandwich with this bread, 2 slices of cheese and this bread, everybody will get impressed because it is something else. The flavor, the smell, oh my God, this smell is intoxicating. It's something else. And look at this. Can you see that? It's somehow we baked it in a wood fire oven, but we didn't. If you follow all my secrets, then everybody will say that you are the best bread maker ever. Try this recipe and you will not regret it. Next up, we are putting a Greek spin on an all-time classic delicacy. Greek crispy phyllo pizza. Layers of crinkled crispy phyllo topped with tomato sauce and fresh ingredients make this pizza light, juicy and full of flavor. It's a crowd pleaser that's perfect for any gatherings. So let's take a look at the ingredients. Greek crispy phyllo pizza. Ingredients. For the crust, 10 phyllo dough sheets, 150 grams grated mixed cheese, 50 grams olive oil plus extra for the pan. For the sauce, 400 grams tomato juice, 200 grams cream cheese, 100 grams ketchup, half a teaspoon dry oregano, salt and pepper. To assemble, 250 grams grated mixed cheese, 100 grams bacon, 1 green bell pepper, 400 grams grated tomatoes, and 100 grams cherry tomatoes. It's time to start making the most crispy pizza you ever tried in your life. So this is 30 by 40 and the first thing I have to do is to create my pizza dough. This pizza dough will be so extraordinary because I will use no yeast and no flour, and the phyllo will take over. Now I will take my phyllo out and stay here because what you are going to see, it's something unique. You never saw that in your life. So this is phyllo. I will recycle those plastics, of course, and it's time for creativity. Now, the only thing we have to do is to drizzle with a little bit olive oil, some mixed cheese, and you will crinkle it this way, you see? Like accordion. Easy cheesy. And the first one is in. Let's go with the next one. Exactly the same process. Don't worry if the phyllo breaks. We don't actually care. Because as you can see, the only thing I want to do is to create layers of crispiness and tastiness and cheesiness. That's why I'm doing this way. More olive oil, more cheese, and I will carry on until I finish with all my phyllos. The leftover of the cheese on top, and it's time to bake it. For how long? About 40 minutes at 170 degrees Celsius set to fan. When we have this lovely crust, we will top up with cheese, bacon, veggies. It will become absolutely heavenly good. My phyllo, it's nearly ready, so I will prepare a tomato sauce for my pizza. And here I have some tomato juice, a little bit of ketchup for sweetness. Ketchup, barbecue sauce, you can put whatever you want. And a little bit of oregano, salt, and pepper. And what is the secret for this tomato sauce? My cream cheese. The cream cheese will give better body to the sauce and actually will go inside all these layers of phyllo inside the oven. So mix everything. I know it's a little bit weird. Now you will say, Akis, we never made something like this before. It's gonna be okay. Of course it's gonna be okay. Trust me, I guarantee for that. And as you can see, this is a pink sauce. Everybody loves pink sauce. And my phyllo is ready. So I will take out of the oven. Nice. And at this point, I want to show you what we did. We did plenty of layers of crispiness. As you can see, it's too crispy. And in between we have the cheese and the olive oil, and this is something else, so unique. And now, on top, all this lovely sauce. That's why we have this amount of sauce, because we want all the sauce to go in between layers. Oh my God, lovely, look at that. Absolutely stunning. And because of the cream cheese, it will not make soggy the filo. It will keep it crispy. And this is exactly what we want. Now, you can top up with anything you want. Here I have few ingredients, because actually we've made everything perfect. And here I have some bacon. I will cut my bacon here into pieces. Here I have some cherry tomatoes, mixed cheese, and green peppers. Now, if you want to use mozzarella instead of mixed cheese, you can, but I think this is cheaper. And sometimes it gives more complexity, so we like that. The cherry tomatoes on top. Again, if you want to add some corn, some mushrooms, you can do it. It's your pizza. You can do whatever you want. Some peppers, lovely. And of course, Mr. Bacon. We love bacon, right? Now you will say, Akis, can we use something else instead of bacon? Of course, you can use some turkey, some ham, or nothing. The pizza is so absolutely amazing, so crispy, so tasteful. You don't have to add plenty of ingredients on top. It's gonna be nice and sexy, even if you don't add anything. Now, last but not least, more cheese on top. That's it, done. As you can see, we don't have to bake something. We need to melt everything and make them crispy. If you want, you can put your oven at grill or to 200 degrees. Maybe you can put some more degrees here. Yeah. Because the only thing that we are seeking now is a nice golden color on top. And in a few minutes, the pizza will be ready. And the pizza is ready. Look at this. What do you think, Lina?
Amazing.
It is amazing. It's something else. It's something new. We want to taste it because it is unique. And can I take it out? Is it possible? I think it's gonna be hard because we have plenty of cheese underneath. But Akis is always trying for the best. It's hot. So I will try to make it happen. What do you think? Can I succeed? Of course I can. What do you think? Huh? Did I deliver once again? Yes, I did. Lovely. Put it here. The most crunchy pizza ever. Underneath, all these phyllos are so crispy. 100%, it's the most crunchy pizza you ever tasted. And should I cut it? Huh? Of course I will. Lovely pieces. Oh my God. Look at this. So this piece is for me. I'm just kidding. I will carry on cutting. Yes, I know I want to taste a little bit more, but can you hear that? All this crunchiness. Layers of phyllo are going everywhere. And I will cut into 3 here. And actually, with this pizza, you can feed up to 1? No, not really. Okay. You can feed a lot of people because it's a pizza that actually will make you feel full. Only with 2 pieces, I think you will be okay. Or maybe I should add 1 more. 1 more? 2 corners, 1 middle. What do you think? Nobody can resist to this pizza. Really, I'm drooling at the moment, so I want to try it. Look at this. Underneath, all this cheese became so crispy. And on top, we have this lovely tomato filling. And it's time to taste. I cannot say anything because this is something you have to try. I cannot explain. It's full of flavor, different texture in every single bite. You can taste all the ingredients, and the tomato sauce is something else. It's the most complete pizza you ever tasted. Should I try some more? And we are wrapping up this episode filled with Greek charm. We baked a rustic Greek-style country bread and crafted a delightful Greek crispy phyllo pizza, each offering a taste of tradition and creativity. I hope these recipes inspire you to bring a little Greek magic into your kitchen. Thank you so much for today. See you next time, and yes.